today in defense of many organizations, and one of those is the People's Park Committee. For those of you who may not be familiar, People's Park is a park. It's a plot of land that the university bought in 1969 because the dorms were under-occupied. And so they demolished the low-income housing that was there and left it as a parking lot. Then, toward the end of the 60s, there was a huge movement against the Vietnam War. And so that anti-war movement and organizations like the Black Panthers were currently active in Berkeley. Actually, Bobby Seale gave a speech on Telegraph and Case, which, if you're not familiar, is right down the street from the park, about opposing the war, and got arrested there. So there's a long history of war, of like anti-war movements for People's Park, and the freedom of speech movement, the movement that made the Bay so recognizable besides the Black Panther Party, the movement that made Berkeley known for its activism surrounded the fight for People's Park.
Yep.
And so that park is historic. And not only is it historic, but currently it is a house to some of our community's most marginalized people. And those people are being threatened with eviction by, as Zayton said before, the largest landlord in the state of California, the largest employer. And so it is incomprehensible to me how these people frankly sleep at night, knowing that they are planning to sweep a park, knowing that they are planning to evict people, that they are planning on ruining a historic landmark for the sake of creating more unaffordable housing. The plans, frankly, are ridiculous. They plan on putting 8 people in apartments. They're going to charge them $20,000 a year, too. These are going to be low-income freshmen who get sucked into these housing contracts and go into debt. A lot of POC students have to live on campus because they don't know that there are other options. And they're going to live with 8 people in a 4-bedroom apartment. Or at least that's what the university wants. And so the fight for People's Park, as well as Mauna Kea, is a fight against the erasure of history. It's a fight against colonialism, gentrification, because we all know that the University of California is what caused the houselessness crisis in Berkeley in the first place. So it's very much a self-made problem. And literally, whenever there are resources in the park, they love to demonize the park. Whenever there are resources, they like to go in and remove them. And so the conditions in the park, everything they claim, they like to talk about crime rates. Well, crime is fueled by poverty. And you are intentionally taking away resources from these people. So if you think about it, that's all on you. And so, yeah, just keep on fighting for People's Park, keep on fighting for all the other causes, Mauna Kea, because the UC is a colonial force. It is one of the worst. The more I research it, the worse it gets, and I think we really do need to expose how evil the UC is. So thank you.